All right. What's up, Ben? Can you hear me, Ben?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I can hear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man. Let's see what we got. What do we got? We got some folks joining. Got some people joining. What are you smoking today, Ben?
Hey, surprise! I am smoking Viva La Vida Lancero Luxury Cigar exclusive.
That's what I'm smoking
What are you
too.
smoking?
So I'm gonna smoke the same exact thing, man. Because there's no better Viva than this Viva. Now, some guys might disagree with me. Who do we have today, Ben? We have Billy and Gus from Artesano Del Tobacco, right?
Yep.
And we were doing
very big treat.
It's a very big treat. We have done a lot of business with these guys. We've been with them for a long time. Of course, we chose their blend as something that we wanted to do something really special with. And so we are really happy to have them with us. This cut and light's going to be just like the last one we did. We are going to ask you guys to ask a lot of questions. We're going to give a little bit of background from Billy and Gus, and then we're going to ask you guys to ask a lot of questions. And we will be giving out something really special to whoever asks the best questions. Billy and Gus will be deciding that with us. So I think we can bring the brothers on, right? Are you good with that, Ben?
I'm good. I am activating right now our Viva La Vida store category. That way, and it's we're very thankful to Billy and Gus for allowing us to sell these online. These are not available anywhere online, and they're only going to be available during the cut and light.
During this cut and light.
As soon as I figure out how to,
I'm gonna bring the brothers in.
Bring them
What's
in.
up, guys?
Hey, Chris, how are you? How are you, Ben?
Hello, welcome. How are you?
Good, guys. How are you? Good to have you, man. Good seeing you guys.
Thank you for joining us. Everybody's very excited.
Thank you. Hopefully everybody's safe and healthy and enjoying their cigars with their families.
Yeah, I think that's that's the silver lining of this. Everybody has a lot of time to smoke with their families and
Correct.
Just relax.
So, as bad as it is, right? It brings the families back together. We have to look at the positive part, because every day, 24/7, you hear nothing but negative. So we hoping to bring something positive about the whole situation is bringing the families back together. And now with you guys, you are part of our family as well. We're gonna sit and enjoy the fruits of our labor that took us years and years to come. And thank you for having us here as well.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Beautiful. What are you guys smoking?
I'm smoking the new one, the Club 500, which is, go ahead.
And me, I'm smoking the Torpedo. I just said it earlier. I love the Torpedo.
Yeah. The Club 500 is, it's a tribute to all the first 500 cigar lounges and clients that they've been with us from day one. So we did this cigar to show them our appreciation, and based on their recommendation, we decided to go with this type of blend, which is a part of the Viva La Vida line. And so, for example, the wrapper, what we did with it is it's the same thing as Habano Oscuro, but we fermented it totally different than the original line. And this way, it smokes a little bit different than the original one. So it's not boring. It's not continuing the other sizes. It is the same, but totally different.
See, the flavors are more intense, right? What you discover, when you smoke a Viva, with all the sweetness and all the roasted chestnut and almonds and the coffee notes, espresso, this would be a little bit more intense. Because as Billy just explained earlier, the way we end up do the fermentation process and the way we age the tobacco for longer, it did play this role, and it is a fantastic, beautiful flavors and beautiful blend.
I can tell you that we are very excited to try it, and I know everybody in our Discord channel and everybody I've spoken to. Everybody wants to see what it's all about. They keep asking, when can they get it? When can they get it? And I'm very pleased to say that very, very soon. So,
well, let me tell you and tell everybody also, Luxury Cigar Club will be the first cigar lounge that they're gonna carry the Club 500. And the reason why, it's because you guys been with us from day one, supporting us, and you believed in the product to the point that you chose your own cigar to be made by Viva La Vida. So it's no brainer that you guys gonna be the first people to have the 500 Club.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. Even though we do it with pure love, and we supported you in the beginning for no other reason than the cigar being phenomenal. Of course, you guys being awesome didn't hurt, but really you just had a great product since day one, and every new blend, not blend, but new Vitola, or now it's a new blend, I guess, right? For the 500, we can call it that.
It is.
You could say that, yeah.
It is it's same thing like the Jester. It's the same tobacco, and this is the point. When you work with a guy like AJ, right? He is extremely talented. He has so many techniques and knowledge about tobacco that the same tobacco that he create a certain blend, he could manipulate it and come up with something 80% similar but 20% different. And that 20% where he plays with and you smoke it, it's like, wow, it reminds me a lot of Viva La Vida, but there is something added to it. There is something, it's for me. It's something that I like, while I didn't see it in the original one. So this is why.
This is how you differentiate a good blender from a great blender. And
actually, we have a great example of that just now. What did we put just now in the box, which is just exactly the same story, but the king is dead. Mm-hmm. I think it was pretty much exactly this, Chris.
Yeah, it was the same thing. Have you had the Caldwell stick, The King is Dead?
Yes.
AJ Fernandez did one also. And
AJ Fernandez did it.
Well, no, AJ Fernandez did one that was just, they did the stick, and AJ said, I can do this stick better. This is how I would do it. And so AJ rolled one and made one in very limited production and supply. And it's fantastic, but you can taste The King is Dead in it. You know what I mean? You can feel it, you can taste it, you can smell it, but it's got that little tweak that changes it. And I think that's what you guys are talking about.
That's correct.
And you know something? Don't go far from that. Look at the Lancero. We did the Lancero exactly the same way we did with the Club 500 and the Jester. The Lancero, what we did with it is we tweaked the wrapper different. We treated it totally different than the original line. It has the same characters as Viva La Vida, but the flavor in it, the intensity of the wrapper, we focused much more on the wrapper, so it's not overwhelming. It's filled with flavor and coffee, espresso, all these like raisins that came from the wrapper. And as you see the color of it, it's totally different color than the Jester, than the 500, than the original line. It's because it's a Lancero. Every blend, every size require you to have the right shade on the wrapper because of how intense or how milder the flavor is.
So basically, for what you're saying is that with he's not taking the formula, AJ, or the blenders, the masters. They don't take the formula and say, okay, it's 2 parts this, 2 parts this, and 1 part this, and any size you get the same recipe. Instead, they say this is the flavor. So what do we do? Do we change the wrapper slightly? Do we change this filler ratio? Do we do this? Do we change these things slightly to receive the same flavor, the same experience?
Yeah.
Well said, Chris. This is exactly what it is. 100%. Using the same product, but yet move the inside out, or just imagine how you have a good chef who give you, let's say if we're talking about a chef and a food, a chicken. Some chefs that they give you chicken like no tomorrow, and another place, another chef give you also chicken, but it's totally different. But it's still, the product is the same. Now, this is what differentiates a great blender than an okay one. And it happened to have ourselves, we have a great one. We are so lucky to have what we have with the AJ Fernandez as a chef.
It's really tricky and challenging for any blender or cigar maker to make a different flavor from the same tobacco. So you have a core line of Viva La Vida, which is Robusto, Toro, Torpedo, 6x60. It's the same tobacco. Then you have the limited edition, which is the Edema. It tastes a little bit different than the rest. It's because we tweaked the binder and the wrapper. With the Lancero, we did the same thing. We tweaked the wrapper. So the flavor, 20% is different than the rest. You could still smoke it and you know it is Viva La Vida, but it has different characters than the original line. And it come to show you how talented AJ is and how extremely important
Everybody
in our
knows.
industry to have this.
Yeah,
So,
everybody knows.
Before we get to the question and answer piece of everything, where we let our members, our crowd ask you guys questions directly, I'm wondering if you guys could just give us a brief history. I think a lot of our club knows my perspective of your history or our perspective of your history, but tell us where you guys started and how you got into cigars and how you ultimately came into the Viva La Vida world.
Yeah.
You see, we started like Chris and Ben and Dave, we started almost 27 years ago. Retail. We were in retail part of it. And all those years, if anything, we just learned from everybody else how to become what we are now. We still need to learn. We still need, every day is a new lesson. But definitely those years, they taught us a tremendous amount and deal of educating ourselves when it comes to this industry. And we end up knowing with who to go and who to pick to bring this line that we're talking about right now. And you know who I'm talking about. So this retail part, we started back in the late 80s, early 90s. This is when the whole boom was happening. And we rode that wave, and we were so lucky. We started in Manhattan on 70th and 1st, the first location. And then we extended that to 2nd Avenue and 54th. Then we moved to 73rd between 1st and 2nd. So that was how we started. And in between, we did as well a few blends for we call them the house blend. We used different blenders that we still have till today. Great relationship with all those people, and they were very, very good blends as well. When we did the sale of the business, the whole thing as well, including those blends, went to the Casa de Monte Cristo and to the companies that purchased the line. So this is how we started. I summed the whole thing, 27 years in 27 seconds. But you know, those 27 years, like, they educate you, and you end up learning from everybody else. There is no college, there is no university will teach you about this industry the way you learn from the place and from your clients.
Correct. So based on that, we felt the right person to blend our cigars was AJ, because we fell in love with his San Lotano when he came out with, and it was like 2012 when we started selling his cigars at our lounges. So our friendship started from that time, and we came to him and we said we want to do a brand called Viva La Vida, and we told him what we are looking for. So he told us, you have to wait, the tobacco is not ready. So from 2012, this project was still in the process of aging, rolling it, and aging the tobacco. And 2018, he called us and he said, the tobacco is ready, let's do it. And we flew down to Nicaragua. We stayed with him about 6 days, back and forth, blending this, that. And the last day, actually, he gave us 2 bundles, and he said, guys, don't smoke them here. When you go down to New York, you smoke them there and you call me. So, and that's what we did.
True story.
We went to New York in the cab. We asked him if we could smoke cigars. We gave him $50. He said, go ahead. We smoked it. We took the picture in the cab and we sent it to AJ, and we went like this, like 2 thumbs up. And this is how we started with basically producing Viva La Vida.
So I want to go back 1 second. You said that the tobacco for this started in 2012.
Yes.
Wow.
2012, and the tobacco that he used, he was aging for a project he was trying to do, and then he kept the tobacco for us. So literally the tobacco is more than 10 years that he has in his possession for the wrapper and the binder. The filler is like almost 8. And that's why when you smoke it, when you smoke Viva La Vida, there is no bite, there is no aftertaste. It's smooth, creamy, from the beginning till the end. It built up, but it's not harsh. It's all filled with flavor. So
Just
when we blended with AJ, you know, first time he was like, do you want something spicy? You want something mild, medium? So we told him what we're looking for is medium flavor, medium body, but full flavor. We're looking for complex, something has smooth, creamy, no bite, like chocolate, like espresso finish, with those notes. And that's what we went with.
I mean, it's fantastic. I know I told Ben, I fell in love originally with the look, you know, the culture that goes into the cigar is evident, and the pride. I think I told you one of the first times when I talked to you, Billy, I was like, I look at it and I know by looking at it that it's good. The attention to detail, the attention to you know, just, it's a masterpiece. I mean, every little piece of it is thought out, it's gone through, and you can see it when you look at it, you know. And so I was like, we have to do this. And I remember the first time I emailed Billy. I'll tell the story here, but I remember when I emailed Billy and I was like, this is what we do. And he's like, he calls me and he's like, what do you want? What do you want from me? You know? And I told him, he's like, oh, okay, well, let me think. And so I'm like, well, that sounds like the end of that, but I'll try. I'll keep trying. And he called back and he's like, listen, this is the story. I saw you. We like what you're doing. I'm trusting you. You know what I mean? I feel like my father just gave me the cars. They're the keys to his 1918, whatever, Cadillac, Rolls Royce, Porsche, whatever he loves. And he's like, I'm trusting you. And I'm like, oh no, trusting me with what? And I mean, it was just a love story for us with Viva La Vida from the very beginning, you know, from that moment. And I remember telling Ben, I'm like, I don't think this is going to happen, Ben. I was like, this doesn't seem like something that's realistic for us. And it came through and it worked out. So they
what did Ben say to you after?
I don't remember. What did you say?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, wow, we got it.
I've trusted you for years.
I know those guys.
I've trusted Chris for years and years. So I know when he puts his mind to something, it's gonna go through. And with this case, he was very excited about the cigar. I remember, you know, when we first talked about it and about you guys, and when you told me that he talked to Billy and this and that, and I think the fear was a little bit. The anxiety was, what if it doesn't? You know, what if we don't get it? It's like we lost something great. You know what I mean? And we didn't want to feel that. But hold on one second. Let me just, because we haven't talked about it at all, and I'll just read basically the subtitles, even though people can read. That basically this is a deal nobody has ever heard of when it comes to Viva and what we're given. If you buy 5, you get 2. If you buy 10, you get 4 and a patch. And the patch is basically, that's the 500 club, right? More or less.
Correct.
Correct.
There are only 500 patches made, or how many patches were made?
There were made only 500.
500. So I'm shocked that we even have patches to give. So that's great. And the biggest thing, if you buy 20, it's 8 free, and you get a Viva T-shirt. Is that the one you're wearing, Billy?
That's right. Here we go. Long sleeve, short sleeve, whatever.
Perfect. So
there's the patch. There's the patch.
Gorgeous. And we can say a little bit of hello. Let's see who's here. I see David's here.
Just
Kevin
one second,
yeah.
Ben. Let me add on to that. We've been given a really good opportunity from the guys at Viva. For our club members, the website has the sticks available for sale live while we are live. Okay? When we're not live, the site is going to go dead, and the deals are also dead with it. So if you want to get in on some of these deals, that's going to be real important. The site's live and ready right now. And then one other thing, we are going to give away a stick. I know we talked about it. Ben, do you have that stick there?
I do have that stick. Hold on. It's a very, very special stick. Let me get these. They're just not sitting well. And I think there are 2 of these in existence. Is that true? Because I just saw a second one. I thought there was only 1 of these in existence. And then I saw another one about 26 minutes ago. Exactly. So what we have here is
this is
Viva
mine.
La Vida.
It's not going anywhere. This is mine.
I don't want to give
it's not going anywhere.
It is
in the vault. Not even out. It's in the vault.
pre-release. So I think besides the sentimental value that this has, here we can see it better. This also has
look at the color.
About over a year of age, I would say, or about a year of age. So
almost a year of age. So the Billy and Gus are going to pick the winners, guys. So whoever asks the best question tonight is going to win that pre-release stick from us.
Can I play?
No, you can't play. And it's a special stick to our hearts because we love it. It's a piece of history. It's super rare because there's not a lot of those floating around at all. I didn't know that you guys had one stashed away. So there might be only 2 or 3. Maybe I have 1 or 2 tucked away somewhere as well. But
that's it. These are the original ones.
That's it. These are the first.
So,
first.
Just to say something from what you said, Chris and Ben. There is a lot of cigar clubs in the market, and we chose you for a reason. We didn't go with the other ones. You know, we are loyal to you guys because we believe on what you are doing is the right way. Whatever you promise, you deliver. You always bring luxury to your clients, unique and extremely hard cigars to get, stuff that just came out to the market. You always think of your customer. Other companies, I'm not putting them down. Their model is totally different than yours, and your way of business is the same exact way that we think and we do business. So that's why it was easier decision for us to go with you, and for you to represent Viva La Vida with your business model.
Yeah, let me say this. Like, after we guys met you, it was an easy decision to make, because we realized, the three of yous, when it come to this, and the loyalty and honesty of being who you are, it made us it become easy for us to decide to stick with you, because we look at you like the brothers as well. And that was an easy decision. We were so happy with it. And from here, moving forward, I and my brother wish you nothing but the best. And hopefully things will get better for all of us with what's going on. We're not going to talk about that. And then from that point on, it's going to be nothing but success, guys. And thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. From Chris and I, and David also saying we all feel the same. And great. So Chris, you can say some highs, and then if you want to start reading a question or two.
Yeah, I was just going to say what's up to all the guys from Luxury Cigar Club. I see Kevin, Ronnie, Jake, Matthias. There's a lot of guys in here. Jen, Adrian,
Alexis,
John, the straight cut guys over there. Who else we got? So we got a lot of guys here. They're going to keep coming in and saying hi. Larry. Hello, Larry. But we got a question. We got a question up on the screen here. This is the first question. So are you guys ready to answer some questions?
Yeah.
We ready?
Who is this, Frankie or Miguel?
Oh, my California.
So the first question. That's right, the Bakersfield gentleman. I don't know if it's Frankie. I think it's Frankie. But the question is, and I did not come up with this question, but the question is, do you think Carol Baskin did it?
Oh, she did it.
Big time.
Benny is right. Benny is right. I'll stop there.
I think Ben is right. She did it.
At least I hope she did. Otherwise, that whole show is based on nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So who asked that question?
That was hold on, let me go back. Oh, that was the
Frankie and Miguel.
Frankie and Miguel. So we got another question on the
Miguel. Benny is right.
You did it.
All right, just give them the cigar. That's it. No more questions. We're done.
We got another question from Matthias. Matthias Klocka asks, when are we going to do another event in New York City?
Okay, listen. Since we are on this show and we love Luxury Cigar Club and we love everybody on the Luxury Cigar Club, we're going to show you guys what we're going to be working on. And this is the first time your clients
is that what I think it is?
will be seeing it. Yes.
We're going to be revealing it for you guys.
El Pulpo! Holy
Yeah.
So, Matthias, this project, you're going to be launching it here in New York for everybody to see. And this is the ashtray. This is a prototype of it. And it's going to be, it's a project. One gas is going to be available like in a few months. Yeah. See it? Cool. And this is Matthias will be the guy to introduce it to New York and to the world, actually. You know, every time we have a new brand, we always go with Matthias. Matthias was also a client of ours at the Cigar Inn.
For a long time.
He used to come and study. He was, I think, he's still in college or high school. I don't know.
Yeah, he is. He's
And you know, used to come and buy his cigars, and we sit and we smoke. From day one, you could tell his passion was all regarding cigar
He's a
culture.
very brilliant guy, and if I am focusing on this industry, Matthias was one of those guys who knew everything, almost everything about it, and he made sure that he studied. If he's focusing on a brand,
Yeah.
on a blend, he will study it day and night. So when he talk about it, he will tell you exactly the details inside out.
Oh, let me say
yeah.
something.
So-
I don't know him. I don't think we've ever even spoken. But if any of you guys are not following him on Instagram, you're missing out. The pictures are first class, and the reviews are spot on. So definitely talented all around in this aspect.
And he's cool. He's a cool guy. You know,
I don't know him.
I know him.
Take
I
your word.
He
All right, we
is
got
so
another-
cool that now Fabacino works with him,
Oh,
reviewing
Yeah, Kevin?
and doing some
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah,
Very good reviews from Kevin too. Very
Kevin,
good.
Oh.
Reviews.
Definitely.
Adrian has a question. Adrian's question is, where's the West Coast love? I want to see you guys more readily available in the West Coast and Los Angeles.
Where's the question mark?
yes,
We working on that.
yeah, we are.
working on that. You know, now with the AJ being in charge of distribution, the whole thing, it's only a matter of time. As you know, guys, there's like some logistically
Oh, you guys are breaking up on us a little bit.
happening with different states when it comes to distribution and taxes. So that would be definitely.
We are now in California,
You guys-
and we are increasing it. Our sales rep, our sales rep is implement the Viva more in.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are breaking up with us a little bit.
Hello, can you hear us?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Chris, Danny, can you hear us?
We can, but it's a little choppy.
Yeah, now I could hear you.
But
Yeah.
let's read another one. Jake is asking a question.
You see, this virus is affecting everything.
It's a terrible virus. Okay, I guess the straight cut is asking a question. If you could have one cigar in your catalog, what would it be? So I'm assuming from your line, only one. I'm trying to understand the question. No? If you could,
Mhm.
Chris, what do you
From
think?
our line.
I don't know. Straight cut, buddy. Guys, tell us what that question. Help us understand that question. We'll come back to you. Matthias has another question. It's, what's your favorite size out of the Viva La Vida line? Mine is the Robusto.
Okay.
Mine is the torpedo. The torpedo mine.
My favorite is the Diadema Fina from the line, and the Jester.
I have to say two.
Mine is the
6x60
Lancero.
and the torpedo myself. Oh, I have it. I have to smoke with me. So you have to skip this.
No, he's saying from our call line.
No, we say, what's your favorite cigar? It's always the one you're smoking right now, right? So I think that's
Yeah,
what you
and
guys
now-
have too.
And now I'm smoking 500 Club, which is we just released. And again, Luxury Cigar Club are gonna be the first to carry them. Guys, put your orders. It's a small batch. We're gonna release them twice a year only, and it's a by 60. It's our first call line. So it's delicious, extremely well balanced, smooth, creamy.
I have to say something here. For you guys and everyone who's listening, thank you. But I have to say this. Usually I don't smoke. But when I smoke Viva La Vida. And I start with Lancero in the morning, and then Torpedo around 10 in the morning, and then I go with the 6x60 around 11:30, and then I go with the Jest around 12 o'clock, and then I go back and forth.
There you go.
So
But you don't always
when I
smoke.
smoke, I do this. No.
Absolutely.
How many cigars do you smoke, Chris and Ben?
Well, it depends. It really depends on a couple of things. Average, I mean, when we're testing, when we get samples in and such, it can be 3-4 a day for me. Sometimes it can be a few days without it. Like here in the summer, if I can't get to the lounge, I'm not smoking. If I'm not indoors, I cannot sit outside in 115 degrees. So it can be sometimes quite a few days, or even at night. There's sometimes no relief. So it's a little hard.
Yes.
Winters here are beautiful, so if we're not working, I will smoke one a day, or sometimes even every other day, depending if we're herfing. Sometimes 2 a day or so. People here know, and that's it. So let me go back to Jeff's question, which a lot of people
I didn't get to answer.
We don't care really.
So selfish, man. So selfish.
How many, Chris?
Man, I probably smoke 4 a day, and then when we're testing, I probably smoke 6 to 7 a day. When it's hot, it slows for me as well. In Arizona, it's hard for me to enjoy a cigar outside when it's 115 degrees. You know, it's too much. But when we have a lot of samples in and we're testing, it's 4 to 6 a day, and then when we're in Vegas at IPCPR, some other show, it's like 15
million. Million.
I want to quit.
Especially when we're walking around with you guys, because as soon as you put the cigar out of your mouth, you guys stick another one in there. You don't give us any breaks.
Listen, we smoke from the time we wake up till the time we sleep, non-stop. And because we test a lot of cigars, we always smoking. We enjoy it. It's something that it's our business, you know.
And still, I consider myself, I don't smoke.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we got another question from Adrian. Do you guys plan on making any Viva La Vida cigarillos?
It might. The idea came a year ago regarding cigarillos, and because of FDA and because of the way it's taxed, it will be extremely tough price wise to be competitive in the market with the cigar as a cigarillo. It will be
as a blend. It will be
fantastic. Really, it's a great question. But the way the market and the FDA going hammering this particular size, it's becoming extremely tough to make for a brand new company or brand new.
But that's why we have the Lancero. And Lancero is the closest thing to a cigarillos. Do you agree?
It's close, but it's not the same thing. I don't think you can compare, because mostly cigarillos are looser. They are, in my head at least, they're flimsier a little bit. The amount of attention you have to give a Lancero is a big difference.
Yeah. My answer to this, I'm not comparing the cigarillos to Lancero. No. Especially this Lancero. I'm saying like the size, if and you want to have it like in a cigarillos and you make it.
The ratio.
But this is unbelievable. This is handmade. The cigarillos is a machine made. We know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's, we have one. something from Viva, and you know, if you can't find that size, this is very hard to get anyway.
Yep. Okay, and let me ask another one. Ronnie asks a question. How did you guys come to use the Jester as your logo? And actually, I can. Well, we'll ask that later. Let's just see this. Can you hear me? 1, 2.
Yeah. So we use the Jester. Oh. You want to answer?
Yeah, of course I want to. Okay, I was gonna add Jake's question, which is, where did you come up with the name Viva La Vida, and then Ronnie's question and the Jester as your logo for the company. What is the inspiration behind both?
Yes. So basically, the Jester came out basically in 2011. We started with a young designer. She just graduated from college, and she came to our store to work as a waitress. And one night she came in with a painting that she told us that she drew. We put it on the wall. We were amazed by the quality that she did. The painting. An hour goes by, the painting was sold out. The painting was sold. So we came and we asked her to draw for us like a mural on the wall for our clients, which is still exists at the Cigar Inn on 54. Mateos is part of that mural. I don't know if he knows that. He's there on the wall. So when we came up with the idea of Viva La Vida, we told her we want you to draw for us a Jester, because when we were kids, the Jester was the guy who made us happy when we go to amusement parks. You know, no matter how sad he is, he always put this funny face or happy face, and he made people happy. Same thing with the cigar. No matter how rough and tough your day is, you come, you light it, you smoke. In the end, the cigar put a smile on your face. It relaxes you. It's like a way. You're telling yourself what's meant that I need a cigar to sit and smoke and celebrate what I did during the day. When we were kids, not kids, when we were 18 and 20, 25, what happened is when we smoke a cigar, when we graduated college or somebody get married, and here you are celebrating it every day if you decide to smoke because of the success that you are going through every day. A new job, new work, you help your friends, you did a great work with your family, so you sit down and you cut your cigar and you light it. So that was the idea behind it, and enjoy your accomplishment. Celebrate it, yeah.
You know, that's the Jester that makes you happy. But also, there's another story about the Jester. The Jester was a very brilliant, smart guy back in those ancient times, where he was able, with his smartness, to dress up like this and come to the king, where he was able to manipulate the king to like him and also to eat from his food, the bastard. that was the Jester. So he was not only he was a beautiful guy who was able to make you happy and laugh as well. So you smoke Viva La Vida, and especially the Lancero, you are considered one of the smartest guys ever on this planet. Here you go.
Yep. And the more you buy today, the smarter you probably will be. So just consider that. But I'll tell you a little story about my son.
This idea came from Tel Aviv. The more you buy, the smarter you are.
Yeah. So my boy, he had a coin that he was playing with. One day he lost it. Now, when we were there in New York, you guys gave me the most gorgeous, what's it called? how do you call this? I keep forgetting the
coin.
name.
The challenge coin.
Challenge coin.
The Viva La
Challenge
Vida.
coin. There you go. The most amazing
Yes.
challenge coin I've seen. So when he lost his coin, I told him, hold on, I have something for you. It was just like a little, I don't remember, like a plastic thing from a treasure chest he had. And we went up to my office and I showed him this. And from that moment, he's infatuated with the jester and the coin. When he sees a box of Viva, it's like, oh, it's my. When he goes to bed, he's like, oh, Daddy, where's my coin? I need my coin. If he left it downstairs, I have to go and get him his coin. So otherwise, he can't go to sleep. So you guys are like the camel, right? The Camel Joe of cigars.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he can't wait. He can't wait till his 5th birthday so he can have his first cigar. We're waiting. We're not letting him smoke yet.
That's great, man.
That's good story, man. That's great story, Danny.
Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah. Let me ask the next question. It's actually the straight cuts question. He clarified it. So basically, wait, let me scroll up a little bit. Or I'm going to improvise because I can't find it now. Okay. So he asked if you could only have one cigar in your line. So he's clarifying. If you could steal someone else's cigar for your catalog, one cigar to be yours from all the cigars you smoked, which one would it be?
From my catalog?
No, from
my
all the
line,
cigars
or-
that are not yours. No,
Oh,
from somebody
it
else.
can be ours. Oh, from somebody else. Okay.
To add it over.
I will take San Lotano.
San Lotano? You would be proud.
Yes. 100%.
Very good.
The original San Lotano, this is one of my favorite of all time.
If you guys never smoked it, you don't know what you're missing. Back then, I don't think it exists now.
They have
We'll find it and we'll put it in the box next month.
you,
Oh, wow.
the,
Danny, that's
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
You can do that?
listen, it was, and I'm telling you, man, I smoked a lot of different cigars, expensive, not expensive. This was one of the best cigars
Right on the money. It was.
that we enjoyed a lot, and it
Definitely.
was the way for us to. It convinced us to hire AJ to make the Viva La Vida cigars because of the San Lotano, the Habano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Very good. I'm sure it put it on a lot of people's radar.
I know someone that has a lot of those. They bought a lot, so maybe I can raid his stash for some.
You're gonna love it, man. It's
Yeah.
a great cigar. Great cigar.
Here's another question from Adrian. Are you hiring for taste testers? Where do I apply? Uh-oh.
That's a beautiful.
Cigar Club.
beautiful
Actually, we always anybody who has our patches, we choose a group of people that anytime we have a blend, we send it to this group. And, the group a tobacco license, like for example, let's say Distinguished or Luxury Cigar Club. We could send it to Luxury Cigar Club. We send them, let's say, 20, 15. They will distribute all their members of the patch and the family patch. And this way you could rate our cigars. You could do like a live show with it, and everybody smoked at the same time. And, you know, then we will go on your feed, and then we see what did we miss, or what did we, if we hit it, or it wasn't a good blend. We always do that.
So their feedback is very important to us.
Yes.
Very important.
We did a few with the burr burners. They did also. Yeah, we always anytime we have a new blend, we will contact you also, Chris and Ben. Maybe you could share with your clients.
Of course, absolutely we would.
Okay. let me ask a question that I don't know why nobody asked. Now that you did a little reveal of the new line, what can you tell us about it that's not a secret yet, if anything? You don't have to.
Yeah, let's keep it for next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Put you on the spot. Put you on the spot.
You saw the design, you saw the name, but
that's a treat now.
Trust me, the blend will come in with something like this. Sorry, something like, pre-release, where your group will be testing it and smoking it and reviewing it for us when it comes out before we release it to the market.
Fantastic.
Thank you. We appreciate that. I'm sure they will.
Thank you, Benny, for that question. Anyway, it's a beautiful question as well.
Just wanted to give an opportunity, but I mean, we've known about it for a while, and I'm even excited to know any details because I don't know any more than the design.
I know. You guys sent me a picture, Bill. You sent me a picture like a long time ago, and you're like, "This is the next project." And I called him. I'm like, "What the hell is this? We have to have this. When? Tell me." And I've been excited for it for a long time. It's hard for me to keep my mouth shut too. So, but I did do it. I might have showed Ben. I might have showed David, but I did do it.
No problem.
We got a question from John here. With everything that's going on, you think it's going to affect the production of Viva La Vida at all?
Or delivery?
The answer is, as you all know, we all in this, and we have no idea what's going on. It's unprecedented time, as we spoke about it earlier, and it has such a great effect on everything. So, like anyone else, we have no idea what's going to happen. Let's hope now we come out of this all like in one piece, and then we start, because right now we are in the midst of this huge hurricane. We don't know the damage until we land on safe land, and then from that point we start assessing. But right now, you know what? I could give you any answer, but I will be foolish to say that. I have no idea, and I guess you agree with me.
Absolutely, nobody knows. But I'm assuming he means, do you know of any setbacks in the factories or in the shipping or in customs or anything like that?
Yeah.
So look what happened. For example, right now, like our warehouse in Florida. So yesterday they gave a stay home. Our warehouse, they're still operating, but Monday you never know if they're open or not. So same thing in Nicaragua, same thing in Honduras, same thing in Dominican Republic. They are instead of having 2,000 or 3,000 rollers sitting next to each other, they are separating them. So they bring 1,500 instead of 3,000, and they let them sit separated about 6-7 feet away from each other.
This will definitely have an effect on the production.
It's going to have an effect on the production, on the quantity that comes out. It will be much in And that's why a lot of stores, a lot of clubs, they're buying their cigars right now, because in a day or two down, and hopefully we never go to that point. But a smart person, have your stuff already with you. You could control it the way you want,
Yep.
Yeah.
And buy at luxurycigarclub.com and get a really good deal right now if you do buy. Viva La Vida is one of the most protected and well looked after brands that I know. We work with all the big names, Padron and LFD and Atabey and all of these big companies. And these guys care so much about their brand. We don't discount it. Even you guys are members, we don't offer discounts on this stuff. It's very hard to get unless you're at a brick and mortar. So this is a good time to stock up on it. Guys, we have another question from Kevin Falbacino, a New Yorker local there. He's watching.
Hey, Kevin.
And Kevin's asking, What's your favorite cigars outside of the Viva La Vida and the AJ Fernandez lines? And that's for both of you guys.
Okay. I like Davidoff. I like Fuente. I like LFD. I like Plasencia. And I like some boutique brands that I enjoy also. But we always smoke everybody else's cigars. We always learn from them, from their blends. We see what the market is asking for all the time, and we go and we buy these cigars and we smoke them, and we see what those cigars have. But we enjoy a lot of boutique and big names. So the only favorite one that I go straight to the humidor and grab it is the AJ Fernandez San Lotano or Balles Artes. You know, this is something that I like. But I love also Fuente and then Davidoff's and, you know, Avos. So I'm not only, I love Cubans when they are real and they're good, they draw well, they are unique, they have a great flavor. It's because of the soil, because of the way they ferment their tobacco is totally different. So, yeah.
To me, guys, I like a medium to full body. I like a strong cigar. So all of these years, I've been smoking for almost like 30 years now. Back then, I loved Fuentes, the Opus. They are not the same. Back then, 25 years ago, they were really, really good. I like some Rockies. I do. Back then, I don't know if you know this company. It used to be called Puros Indios. I don't know if they still exist, but that was a nice Honduran cigar. Cuba Aliados. I knew the old man very well. I like a full body cigar, and you know, some of the Davidoffs as well. But you know, I'm not biased. I'm ours. I like the brand, but I mentioned, and of course, I don't smoke usually, as I said earlier. But when I smoke Viva La Vida.
Like this one.
Let me ask you a follow-up on that one, just because you brought it up about the difference in quality or you know, good cigars. So in the past 2 years, we had a huge influx of brands and blends and lines from within. Would you say that cigars in general have improved in the last 2 years? Is it harder to find a bad cigar?
I think it improved. There is much better techniques right now. Tobacco that is grown in Nicaragua, it's becoming superior. Tobacco, I mean, this is the thing, right? From our own experience, we realize every 5 years to 10 years, people palate changes. So in the 90s, it was Cubans and Dominican. In 2000, for a few years, it became Honduran, was like number one. Nicaraguan started, nobody wanted to smoke Nicaraguan. And then Nicaraguan started to push further and further. It's because the media, it's because magazines like Cigar Aficionado, they have a strong influence in the market. Because of them, they make a lot of good companies shine, even though sometimes you agree or disagree with them. And other ones like Cigar Snob and all the magazines, Cigar Journal, they're all great tools. And Kevin, the way they review cigars, they influence people, the way they influence also cigars. So true that every few years, tobacco from different region, different countries became more in demand than others. Like if you think about it, Dominicans were number one for years, from like 2000 to like 2010, and then things changed, became more Nicaraguan. Cigar of the year became Nicaraguan. It doesn't matter who's Rocky or Padron or whatever, right? So
You see, this industry is like evolution since day one. This is like almost 100, 200 years old. Who knows? Maybe more. But the changes that this industry is tremendous. And to Benny, to go back to your question about if we see any changes, definitely the last 2, 3 years, maybe 5 years, it's more intense. And everything that's coming out is fabulous. It's amazing. The quality of the tobacco, the quality of the blending, the aging, the process that they use in nowadays is tremendous and fantastic. So the evolution in this industry is always there, and it's getting better and better and better. So this is my answer to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see. We got a question from Mark Langfield. What's up, Mark? His question is, if you could smoke a cigar with one person in the world today,
hey, Mark,
who would it be?
The brothers.
You guys got to figure it out.
We're not gonna go that far. We've been doing this forever, guys.
They say if you want to be a rich man, just be happy with what you have right now. You don't need anything else. That's perfect.
You just said it. Correct. You just said it.
All right, Ben. All right, Ben. Same question to you, buddy.
He's gonna go like this. He's gonna go up.
Who's there? Well,
oh, Chris is there.
Chris is there. I enjoy smoking with Chris. Anyone in the world today, I mean, if it were anybody at all, I would love to smoke one with my dad, but he passed away many, many years ago. But that would be an experience. I know he smoked pipe. I don't know if he ever smoked cigars, but he was a pipe smoker. We'll just leave it at that. Chris, you?
Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
I would.
I bet you he's in a very far better place. Yeah.
I hope so.
I don't really know who I would smoke a cigar with if it could be anyone. It wouldn't be Tony. It would probably be.
It wouldn't be. Who else wouldn't it be? Free
It
Tony.
Be, Elon Musk, I think, is who I would choose. Elon Musk. Yeah, I'd like to have a cigar with Elon Musk. That's a good question, actually. Here's another question from the Bakersfield gentleman again. If you guys could smoke with one Bakersfield gentleman,
Tesla. Yeah.
Tesla.
Yes.
If you could smoke a cigar with one Bakersfield gentleman,
Tesla. Do you have a Tesla?
Do I have a Tesla? I don't have a Tesla. No.
I have some shares, but I ordered one of their new trucks.
I did too.
It was $100. I think I'm gonna ask for a refund.
Soon.
If you could smoke with one of the Bakersfield gentlemen, how quickly would you choose Frankie over Miguel?
It's a gag. It's a gag joke. It's a gag.
The one with the broken glass or the one with the broken window?
Oh, for the Tesla, yes. Hey, I'll ask you another. It's a mundane question. I don't know. I'm just curious. I think we have a slight delay. Hey, before we go to Tony's question, are you guys? Do you hear me? Let's see how long it takes to reply. Yeah, I think there's a long delay.
In the meantime, guys, we'll just go over the sales real quick. Again, if you purchase any 5 Viva La Vida, you're going to get 2 for free. If you purchase any 10 Viva La Vida, you're going to get 4 for free plus a patch. And if you purchase any 20 Viva La Vida, you're going to get 8 for free plus a t-shirt. So LuxuryCigarClub.com is where you can get that done at, while we try to see if the guy can catch up with us.
We could hear you.
Can you hear us now? I guess everybody in New York is at home on the internet. Okay. Let's see. Can we fix this, Chris?
It's not something that we can fix.
Okay, so let's
guys,
let's see.
This just came in to Luxury Cigar Club. We were out of it. Yes. This just came into Luxury Cigar Club. We were out of it. Yeah.
I can hear you from here, guys. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we don't know in what point in time you are.
This is time travel.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
No. Let's see if you remove and return them, Chris. Let's try that.
Hello.
So I guess this is a wrap.
Uh-oh. Okay, maybe they'll come back. They're going to try to come back. So we're going to keep asking questions as hopefully we can come back. They're in New York City, and like Ben said, probably everybody in New York is sitting at home watching this live stream because it's that good. But guys, if they don't come back, I think they will. They're going to try again here. This is a good opportunity. Again, I'll plug the website. Go get your Viva La Vida cigars. We do have it all in stock. We are shipping it. We do have 500 Club sticks coming.
The only place in the world that has it.
And and we want to get them to you guys. I saw a lot of questions coming out there, so make sure you get your order in. Let's see, they're coming back, maybe.
The Bakersfield gentleman left. Goodbye, guys. We'll see you later.
Hello.
Hey guys,
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hi. Okay. Better now, right?
Better.
You know, it's
Much
the virus.
better. I was gonna ask you.
This virus is killing everything.
So I was telling you guys, look at this, right? We were out of it for like a month. Luxury Cigar Club just got it a few days ago. And also they will be the first people to have the Club 500.
Wow.
And as you know, guys, we don't sell online, but because of our friendship with Chris and Ben and everybody from the Luxury Cigar Club, we decided that you guys could go and buy the cigars with the deal that they are giving you, and take advantage of that.
Please do.
It's a cut and light since we can't go anywhere.
Definitely, yeah.
We're doing it this way.
It's the time.
So I'll try one last time with the question. It's a mundane question, but it's a debate that always comes up. And you guys smoke a lot, right?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Yep.
Can you hear?
I can't hear you. Can you talk, Chris?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. Yeah. So what was the question?
But not me.
Ben, what's the question?
The question is, you smoke a lot of cigars. Do you have a preferable cut or cutter, or how you light the cigar? Do you use a triple flame or a soft flame or a V-cut or whatnot?
So what's the question, Chris?
The question is, what kind of cut do you like on your cigars? Deep V, V-cut, straight cut. And how do you light? Do you use a soft flame, a triple flame, matches, cedars, the sun?
Yes. I like straight cut, as you see.
Straight, yeah.
Straight
Always.
cut. And I use matches most of the time. You know, if not, you know, a torch will do. And I try not to touch the flame with my cigar.
Yep.
You know, a 3-flame like torch is so powerful and strong. It will change the taste and the flavors of the cigar, and you will like toast the thing. You need a very light flame to do that. Preferably
I like it.
And you do it with the heat
love
of the
it.
match, not the flame of the match, the heat. Yeah.
Toast
Yep.
it.
And usually
Toast
they
it.
do it like 45 degrees. Toast, exactly.
We got a question from Tony. Does Viva La Vida use or plan to use any Ecuadorian tobaccos?
Maybe in the new project that we are working on, but in the Viva La Vida, it does not have Ecuadorian tobacco in it. It's a pure Nicaraguan blend.
Nicaraguan Puro.
So Nicaraguan, yeah.
Puro.
filler, binder, and
So we've got another question from Jeff.
Yes.
Hey, Jeff.
Any plans of getting into the Canadian markets?
We are working extremely hard. We want to go there so bad. There is just few political things we are trying to navigate, and we will come to it ASAP. A lot of clients in Canada, they send us messages. They need Viva La Vida. At the meantime, we always direct them to you guys, to Luxury Cigar Club. We know you could ship there, and but we are working day and night to make it happen, and to have our brothers in Canada enjoy also Viva La Vida with us.
Yeah,
That would be great.
Dear to our hearts, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. They're like ASAP, as we mentioned earlier, some obstacles, but we're working on like getting rid of those obstacles. Hopefully very soon.
Yeah.
Another question from Ronnie. I like this question, Ronnie. Good question. Who would you want to smoke a cigar with, Chris or Ben? Let me take.
Hey, Ronnie, how are you?
Okay, next question. Of course, the answer is obvious, Chris, that nobody would want to offend you. So next question.
Both.
Okay. How about this? I will choose Ben. You're gonna choose Chris.
And we have them together in the same room and we smoke together. How about that?
That's the answer.
The brothers,
All of us
you can.
together. All of us
6 feet
together.
apart.
6
Exactly.
feet. Jeff asks, how old were you when you smoked your first cigar? And can you remember what it was?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. He didn't finish the question yet.
Oh.
Yeah, how old were you when you first smoked your first
how old
cigar?
we were?
And do you remember what the cigar was?
Yeah.
Yes. I was 16 years old, and it was a Cuban cigar that I stole from my father's humidor. And it was Monte Cristo #2. That's a true story. 16
wow.
years
It's a
old.
great one. It's a very nice first cigar. I'm sure he was very, very happy.
Man, I was high, like I was inhaling it.
Yeah, I was actually 18 years old, and I smoked Punch Rothschild. I don't know if you know those cigars. It's domestic. It's Honduran. It's called. This was my first cigar. A Punch Rothschild or Hoyo de Monterrey, also Rothschild. They used to come 50 in a box.
Nice.
Delicious, man. They were amazing. So I used to buy them by the box.
Cuban.
And I used to. No. Domestic. Honduran
cigar.
I didn't have money for Cuban.
Domestic, sorry, domestic.
Yeah, they were from
You could have
Honduras.
stole like us did.
He didn't leave any for me, man. He smoked them all.
Hold on. But back
That for
then,
us too?
guys, they were so good. They were so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it immediately. You're like, oh, I see
smoke.
white people smoke cigars.
Exactly. Yeah, you get high. As I said, I usually don't smoke, but when I do now, I go to this Viva La Vida all the way.
Yeah.
I think I was 20, I think, or 19 or 20. I was in the army. But my friend, he worked at a shop, and he brought was a Romeo and Juliet. I don't know what size really. It was a little tubo, Cuban, because everything was Cuban back then in Israel.
Correct.
And I can't say that I immediately got it. I was a cigarette smoker, so I'm like, okay, what's the point of
Smoke.
what am I doing? It took a while to kick in.
You turned blue, I bet you.
I didn't inhale,
about you,
but you're
Chris?
like, okay, what am I doing?
I think the first cigar I had was a punch, and I can't remember what punch it was. It was a domestic punch as well. I just remember it saying punch. I don't remember anything else about. I didn't even know. I thought, being new, I thought a cigar was a cigar, you know. And me, like Ben, I did not fall in love with it that day. I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell is this? What is this about? But you try again, and then you start to figure it out, and eventually you own a cigar company, and you smoke so many a day you can't count.
True.
Yeah. The punch that I was smoking, it didn't have a band on it. They used to come just small Robustos, Rothschilds, and then they introduced the band to it so people will not copy it. And same thing with the Hoy de Monterrey, Rothschilds. They used to come 50 in a box, but they were, I don't know if they still exist, or I think they do.
No, they do. Like they used to come 50 in a box, and they would wrap in cellophane. Listen to this: when you open
Yellow.
the box and you take the cellophane and you take a whiff from the foot, the smell is like
Manure.
dry figs. It was so sweet.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, they changed probably. I don't know. If I see it, maybe I will go buy it and see how it tastes.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We're losing you.
How much? Anyway.
I don't
Let's see.
see them.
We have another question from the club. They are asking if you guys want to join us later for a herf.
So you smoked also punch.
Correct.
What happened?
Of course.
Uh-oh.
Which one?
New York is going black.
What's we're gonna smoke about?
The herf? Just to meet the club members and talk to them so they can talk to you directly and you
No
talk to
connection,
them.
Can you hear me? Hola. Yes, definitely. Yes,
We'd love to do that, guys.
yes,
Yeah?
we will.
Okay.
We'll be able
And
to find
when do you wanna guys do?
her. Yeah, go ahead. What's the question?
Can you hear us?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Ben, let's see. You got this question?
What, from the gents?
Yeah.
Did you guys smoke both the Olivia Serie V and the Serie V Melanio?
Yes.
Which one do you like better?
We actually used to sell them when they before they became cigar of the year. We used to sell Oliva when their boxes used to look like literally like where you go and make you go to the bathroom. That the box was really ugly box. We used to sell them from that time. They used to have a great cigars, and also they changed the packaging. They changed And they came out with the Oliva Series V, the Milano, and the V. They're both great. Each one is different in its own way, but we were with them from day one when they came to the market in the United States. We used to sell their cigars. Yeah.
So no preference between the two, the Milano or the regular V?
The Milano is, I mean, they're both great. They have their own characteristics, but I will go with the Milano.
I like the V myself. Has more body too.
So Gus likes the V, Billy likes the Milano. Great. Question from Tony. Did you get into cigars because of family? And how? Oh no, we already answered that. So how did you guys get into cigars? What triggered it? What started it for you?
You see, look, guys. Like when I started doing retail, the first shops that we opened has nothing to do with cigars. It's true, because as I said earlier, then I was me one. There was a place, and I made a case that houses cigars, right? So this is exactly how we started. I love this the trend. I love the cigars and everything, and every place ever since we opened, this is exactly what we did. What happened with Ben?
He dropped.
I didn't need that ashtray. Don't worry about it.
Here's a question.
This is Paul.
Here's a question from Adrian. Tupac or Biggie Smalls?
Tupac.
I like him.
I like Tupac.
He's still alive, just so you know.
How about you guys?
Yeah.
Any preference?
Both.
Any?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I said both. Yeah.
People gonna hate me, but I mean, it's okay. It was never my thing, so I'll say Tupac because at least I know a couple of his songs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Tony has another question. Billy, what is it like to know what you're going to look like in a few years?
What?
If you look at Gus, what is it like to know what you're going to look like in a few years?
What is it to know when you? Not bad.
Very, what do you think?
But I'm not bad.
Well, we're almost at the end of this, guys. We don't want to keep you too much longer. We got one more question, maybe one or two more questions. Alexis asks, how many more blends are in the works? Can you tell us how many more blends we should see from you guys?
So relevant.
Yeah.
For Viva, are you planning more blends for Viva? Or?
How many blends are in works? Me?
Okay, don't do it again.
Hear me now? It's the
Yeah.
Club 500. So I have only 7 Vitolas or blend or sizes in will be the Alpupo. God willing.
Here's another one from Alexis. Here's another one from Alexis. Who went bald first? Can you guys hear us? Can you hear me?
Gus went bald first.
What's the question? I can't see it. Oh, I was bald when I was 3 years old.
3 years old.
And then one more question, guys, and then we're gonna.
It's a blend with a trend.
There you go. The last question is, what other blenders besides AJ Fernandez do you love to work with?
Yeah, Gus went first. He was like 3 years old when he was.
I lost my hair when I was 3 years old, but I was lucky. With this particular thing, you could have either one thing on up to here.
No, عندك
Either this or that.
Some people have both. We're lucky we have.
What's up?
No.
Chris, you want to give a 5 or 10 minute warning? Fair warning.
Yes. Other blenders. Carrillo. Other.
Good choice.
So just a few more minutes, guys, before the sale is officially over. Just a couple more minutes. So get once this live stream goes down, the website will not be accepting orders anymore. You guys can always email us or message us on Instagram or through our private members lounge on Discord to get these cigars shipped to you. But the sale is going to end in just a few more minutes. Guys, Billy and Gus, we really appreciate you doing this with us. We appreciate you taking the time out of your very busy day. I know you guys are going all over the place and breaking quarantine and you're selling cigars, but we appreciate you guys taking the time to sit with us and answer these questions from our members. We appreciate what you brought with Viva La Vida. We appreciate your support of Luxury Cigar Club, and we really appreciate you guys, what you do for the community and for the cigar world.
And of course, we also appreciate what you did for us specifically, besides the cooperation that we had in many other things with this phenomenal cigar that you made. And we're looking forward to the 500.
So before we end, we need you guys to pick the winner. Who asked the best question? Who's going to get that free stick from us? What was the question?
It was Ben.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's very slow motion.
I think we're gonna end the stream, guys.
Blend for you guys, and
we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. We will let you guys know. We'll announce it on our Instagram. Who won the question?
Videos and live sale.
Yeah, I guess we have to end it, and we'll switch out.
We'll let you guys know. All right, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. Ben, thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you.